Hello, Louisville. Guess who's coming to dinner? Happy Monday and welcome to Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. I am your host, Janice Carter Miller, and today is the day that the Lord has made, so let us rejoice and be glad in it. Because, we woke up. We have to thank the Lord for everything. And today is one of those days, it's like everything is moving at warp speed. Everything's moving. Thanksgiving came, gone. People were here today, yesterday that are gone today. I've had a lot of, this seems to be a period that there's a lot of death going on. I lost an aunt, actually my last aunt. And it's a sad feeling that to know that the holidays are coming up and we're going to be joyous and celebratory. But then there's a little something missing in your heart. So you have to be able to find some joy in your life because there's a whole lot of hate going on. Okay, let's be real about this. There's a whole lot of hate going on. So let's see if through this show, through Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, we can spread a little love, have a little joy. And tonight, my guest is a gentleman that I'm presenting to some and introducing to others, and mostly introducing to myself. And that's Mr. McDaniel Bluitt. Well, hello, darling.
Hello, Miss Janice.
How
Thank
are
you.
you?
I'm doing well.
Wonderful. Thank you for being my guest today. I know you're a busy man, and the kind of business that you're in is like John Lewis's Good Trouble. You're in good business.
That's good.
You know what I thought about when I knew I was going to have you on, and the conversation that we had the other day. Then we spoke about Harvey Fuqua. I kind of look at Harvey as he was a Svengali of sorts. And since
Right.
then, we've got a new Svengali because you have come into the community and rounded up our most talented and given them a place to call home. The West Louisville Boys Choir and now the West Louisville Girls Choir. Tell me what made you start this program.
I would say the need. I taught school in Jefferson County. I was a band director and music teacher, and you see the need for especially our young boys. And then, of course, the girls, you can't leave them out. Their needs as well.
Move your phone back some so I can see your whole face. I just got your nose.
Okay.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I just noticed that there was a serious void there for the young boys and girls.
Mm-hmm.
And this is not just in my classrooms and the school system, but at my church, in the neighborhoods. And so I thought somebody, you always ask the question, why don't somebody do something?
Right.
And so I stopped asking why don't somebody else do something and decided maybe I need to do something.
There you go.
And I got a great deal of support from the Bishop Moore at the time he's passed away, and along with others from throughout the community. From some of you may not remember Fred Mitchell, but he was one of our first.
Gotta move your phone back. You keep bringing your phone closer to your face. There you
Okay,
go.
keep it back, keep it out. Okay, but there were just outstanding brothers and sisters in the community who were already working, and it was easy for me to become a part of what they were doing because their passion was to see our children engaged doing constructive type of things.
Right.
In
Right.
my case, it was the arts. And dealing with the arts, we find that there are kids that are more talented than we even imagine.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, they're not just idly sitting around. That talent is in there.
Right.
And they weren't waiting on me to put it in them. The good Lord already gave it to them.
They already have it. Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. My job is the easy part, and that's to try to bring it out.
Right, right.
So I'm saying Louisville's been a good community to the choir and to me, and it's helped us to be able to harness a lot of that energy, and I harness a lot of that talent in a way where they bring about a good, what they call a good reputation while they're working.
Right.
And I think that's important. And I think many of them and their parents and families agree that we have come to a place where people ask the question, can any good thing come out of Nazareth in the biblical days?
Yes, sir.
Some people say the same thing about West Louisville. Can
Right.
any good thing come? Oh, yes, there are a lot of good things that have come out of Louisville, and a lot of talent yet to be discovered.
You see,
Uh,
look, I got my hands thrown up. See, I know you're driving. See, my audience needs to know. Look, Mr.
okay.
Bluitt is talking to me on his phone while he's driving, and I don't know why I'm allowing this to happen. I'm just being prayerful for the whole situation.
Y'all
Uh,
be quiet.
yeah, there are West Louisville. Period has always been it had a very talented base. I mean, growing up,
Yes.
there was
Right.
always live music.
Right. Right.
I mean, and we're gonna start at Charlie Moore's and the Top Hat.
Oh,
Uh,
yes. And and one thing, we don't want to overlook the days at the Top Hat, moving down to the days of the Joe's Palmer Room,
right.
and not to leave out the Harvey Fuqua. Harvey, I think I may have shared that with you, but back and Motown, when
Hold
Harvey
on.
was the
You're
man that
starting. Your
you
phone
had
is
to.
doing something. Do you still have me
Okay, how's
on your
that?
telephone, or do you just
I
have
can
me
still see
on
you.
the link?
I think I can see you on the phone too. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I should be
Yeah.
on your phone, but I shouldn't be when I called you. If you hung up the phone call.
Oh, really? Huh.
Yeah, you
See
you had
how
to
that
hang up.
happens. Let's
This
see.
it won't mess. It won't mess. It shouldn't mess
Yep.
with your link. But it was just if I'm still on your phone, well, I shouldn't be because I hung up.
Okay.
So maybe not. Okay. I just wanted to double check.
Oh,
I was hearing a little echoing and you were buffering.
yes,
So
ma'am.
go on and tell me about what you
Okay.
were saying about Harvey.
Oh no, I was just wanted to just bring it up to the days of Harvey Fuqua, the years when I was with Motown. He was the man that gave you the yay and the nay about whether or not you were going to go on stage that night, or whether you're going to go
Right.
on tour that month. Because if you
Right.
didn't have the attire in place, you didn't go, and you certainly didn't go on stage. And Barry Gordy
And
and
if your harmonies weren't tight, Mr. Blewett,
right,
Harvey
right.
had a lot to do with that harmony.
Yes, he did. He fixed you. He fixed it in a way where you want to go back and come back and do better.
Yeah.
He was a real masterful kind of a teacher.
Yes. He had a real way about it. You know,
Yes, he
Harvey
did.
was my first manager
Okay,
because
I didn't know that.
Harvey discovered the New Birth, and all of the New Birth were from Louisville.
Right, Newburgh. Okay, okay.
Okay, so that's how I was introduced to Mr. Fuqua,
Fuqua,
and
yeah.
we became lifelong friends. I mean, we were still in touch with each
Mm-hmm.
other even up until his passing.
Right, right. I hear you.
So
It was a person
did
if
you
you,
say
if
that
you
you used to work at Motown?
yes, I had a band and we opened up a lot of the shows for Motown reviews.
Okay,
Uh,
okay.
we were out of Houston, Texas. They called us the Houston Outlaws, and
All right now.
in leading up to many of the shows that opened up, I tell you, 1970, at the release of War,
Okay.
that was Edwin Starr.
Edwin Starr, right.
Yeah,
What is it
well,
good
that,
for? Absolutely nothing.
absolutely nothing. Say it again, yeah.
Say it
You,
again, y'all.
you were there. I can tell you were there. But those days were. It was a very special something in the air. I almost want to call it something special in the air
It was
because
something special.
yeah, the artists
The,
were
the music was relatable. Everybody could
that.
understand the music
That's it. That's
across
true.
across the country, colors, race,
That's
gender.
right. That's right. There were boundaries for foolishness, yes, but by all means, artistry and excellence. They had they were the cream of the crop,
Right.
and I
Absolutely.
lo- and I was glad to have been a part of that era. One
Wow.
thing that one of the things that I guess I'll never forget it, and that is the when you talk about Mark Temptations, Spinners,
Hold
not
on, because
the Supreme.
you're breaking up. Hold on, you're breaking up a
Oh,
little.
going too fast.
I don't know. No,
Okay.
it's
But
breaking up.
oh,
Let
okay.
me see what's happening now.
Let's see. Okay.
Okay. So I think you're still on screen, but it looks like it's frozen. Now you're there. Okay, now you're back.
Oh,
Go on and talk.
now I'm back. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. It's just a very special time, and I've lived through that. Not to mention the days of which, which followed. See the release.
Oops, gone all together. Well, so what I'm going to do is he's
And
trying to come back in. Are you there?
that, yeah, I'm
Okay.
here now.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay. Well, the Motown Review was world renowned. There
Right.
was not another organization of music in the country that could touch the the Motown sounds,
Right.
Bohannon
So
and the
that was
Motown
the group. They had that band, what, the Funk Brothers?
Funk Brothers. Yes, that's right.
Move your
You
phone
can't.
back
Yeah.
from your face. Move your phone back a little bit from your face so I can see you in the screen.
Okay. The thing about the Brothers was, if you talk about the Motown sounds, you can't do it without talking about the Funk Brothers.
Right,
I mean,
right, right.
they were on every set and creative as you ever want to find.
And
But
some of them are still with us, aren't
my
they?
lady was about 7. Yes, they they were those artists that labored with the music, with the
Right,
lyrics, with the
right.
melodies and harmonies. They didn't just say, "Plug me up, John. I'm ready to go."
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's what we get a
Absolutely.
lot of now.
You
And
know,
I
there's something. Move your phone back, Mr. Bluitt, because I keep losing your face. There you go,
okay,
sweetheart.
I better. Okay, I'm gonna try to stay here then. Okay.
Okay. And the other person that came from that era was one of my other mentors was Charlie Pops Atkins.
Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. You knew Pop.
Oh yeah,
you,
look,
girl, you go way back.
listen, few brought Pops to. We used to rehearse down on 28th and Greenwood. There was a little building that sat
Okay.
in the back. It became, I think it might be a church now, but we used to
28.
rehearse in that building. And he brought Pops down because we were going to do a showcase in New
Okay.
York City at a club
Oh,
called the Hippopotamus. And yes, to introduce the newly signed R&B group with RCA. And
oh
we
my.
went to New York, but Pops got us ready to hit the stage.
All right.
And
Well, he
then
got you
when I
ready. You
lived
were
in
ready.
Las Vegas, Pops was there because he was working with Gladys.
Uh-huh.
I went to Pops and said, you know, I was singing backup for Lola Falana. So I said, I'm
Okay.
getting ready to leave Lola and go on my own. I said, so I need to make sure that my stage presence is tight.
Tight, right.
You know,
Right.
so I rented a rehearsal hall. Pops came over and my band was playing some songs, and he told me, he said, don't sing with using the microphone in front of me. Move that microphone because
Okay.
that's something between you and your audience.
Okay. Okay.
You know, and it was all about how to use my hands to express
Right.
needs. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And my placement on the stage, and when I would get excited, and when I would just calm it down. Let me tell you, I thought I was in seventh heaven.
I know what you do.
It was something that I'll never forget.
It was
And
almost
every time I
magical.
asked him for help, he was always there for me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
always there
That's
for
what
me.
we had. They believed in us, and those of us that doubted ourselves, they
Yeah,
had enough belief from them alone to help you make it a little bit further and do a little bit better.
yeah,
They,
yeah.
there's something magic about it. I always call it, because if you didn't think you had it and he did, he'd find a way to get the message over to you.
Yeah. I'm
And
gonna tell you this one last story, Mr. Bluitt.
yeah, go ahead.
When I first moved to Las Vegas, Few came to Vegas, and some kind of way he got my phone number,
He
and he
did.
called me, and he says, "Yes, I'm calling to speak. Is this Janice Carter?" And I said, "Yes, it is." And he
Uh-huh.
says, "Well, I hear you're singing out here." I said, "Few." I said, "Fuke, is that you?" He said, "Ha, ha, 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 ha." Yes. He said,
Yes.
it's me. So Fuke invited me to the opening night of Diana Ross
Oh
at
my.
Caesar's Palace.
Oh my.
Okay.
Yes.
So listen, Mr. Bluitt, I sat in a booth,
Yes.
only female in the booth. Barry Gordy, Harvey Fuqua,
Uh-huh.
Janice Carter, Johnny
Uh-huh.
Bristol,
Oh my. Jenny Bristol too.
and
Oh my.
Smokey Robinson.
Yes.
I sat there, I said, now this feel like I done died and went to heaven. Something. What's going on here? You know,
Oh, you
it
had the
was,
power grid right there in front of you, all around you. That
yeah.
was the power grid when you got Smokey,
Ooh, who you telling?
Barry, Gordy, and oh my, then Harvard Fuqua. Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. That's they don't get
It
you.
was like, so, I mean, but the fact that few just kind of recognized where I was going, because when I left the New Birth, I left the group and I went back to college because I dropped out of college to be in the group.
Uh-huh.
I
Right,
loved
right.
going to Kentucky State.
Uh-huh.
I said,
Okay.
I had my first royalty check was $27. I said, oh no, y'all got this. I got to go. You know, so I went back to school.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
that's my part of my Harvey Fuqua story. He came to
Uh-huh.
Paris when I was in Paris and had my phone number. I don't know how few kept
Oh,
track of me. Yeah,
oh.
and he had a singing group with his then wife, and
Uh-huh.
he was saying,
Okay.
"Well, how did you start working over here?" I said, "I just went to places and I sat in with people, and once I sat in,
Yeah.
the owners would come and give me jobs."
Right, right.
So I tried to turn
They
him on
found
to
out who
some
you
places
were.
that I worked. Yeah. So it was
Uh,
really funny. I said, "So Fuke, you following me now? I'm trying to show you the ropes."
so he's in your backyard now, your front
Yeah,
yard
he was
now.
in my backyard then, baby, when he came to Paris. I said,
Yes.
"Come on over." Well, Mr. Brewer, tell me about the choir. How do you audition the kids, and where are you housed? Where's your program housed, and what's going on? What you got coming up?
Okay. We we're housed at the St. Paul Baptist Church. We're here temporarily.
Okay.
Our former home was at
Blue-
the Brown Theater
Okay.
downtown. Of course, they sold the building to some developer, and many of the arts organizations, including the Boys and Girls Choirs, had to find another home. In
Okay.
other words,
Okay.
we we are doing. I think we're doing rather well. Really, we're bouncing back not only from relocation, but we're also readjusting from the
COVID.
pandemic,
Yeah. Yeah.
COVID, because
Well, how did
that's
that affect you?
very, very big hit,
Big
big
hit.
hit.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, kids, families hospitalized,
Oh, wow.
and when you hear the story, like you hit upon one earlier, because this was not just
You gotta move your telephone back.
oh, sorry,
I'm
but
going
this
look,
kind
I was gonna tell you I'm gonna see your molars in a minute.
I better do what I'm told. Yeah, the COVID left a serious footprint on our community,
Yeah.
families,
Hmm.
and even now there are families that are still reeling back and forth from it. I've got three or four little girls right now. Three of them just got out of the hospital,
Oh, wow.
and their whole families are still kind of trying to find their way back because kids are missing school, missing rehearsals, and
Yeah.
this being in the holiday season, this is probably our high volume performance time
Right.
of the year.
And you're not performing a lot because of what's going on?
Oh, that's exactly right. And
Oh, wow.
if you're going to perform, you want to perform and you want to
At
do
your
it
best.
well.
At your best. Yeah.
That's the best, right? And
Yeah.
I think Louisville has gotten to know a little bit about what we do. So I think they would be offended or maybe even felt shortchanged if we
Yeah.
didn't give them the kind of A+ performance that we're accustomed to doing.
Okay.
And
Well, I'm glad that this is allowing us to get that word out. Why you're not
yes,
out there.
right,
You know,
exactly.
I'm glad that we can let them know that you're not out there because COVID is still
Right.
around
Oh,
and
oh,
it's affecting some of your
right.
choir members.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Exactly. The one
Wow.
good thing is that we're rebounding, and I would say our kids and parents are asking, how do we get started back? I say, well, we have to find out where to start, and that shouldn't be as difficult as it was when we stopped, but it is.
It seems like it, huh?
Seems like it's a pretty uh, difficult to find out where it's first. I guess that's like that little.
Who's on
Uh,
first and who's on second?
yeah, the Stooges used to do that. I think. Who's on first? Hold on just a minute. I'm gonna have to make a turn here.
Okay.
The key. Hold on just a minute. Yeah.
This is unbelievable. Here, I'm gonna take you out for a second. I'll be right back. He is driving these kids home. Now, this is some dedication to me. Might not be a safe thing to be happening right now, but he's driving the kids home from rehearsal. So I've tried to work within his structure that he has, but I'm loving the conversation. So let me check back and see. He looks like he's got situated. You situated now?
Janice, I am situated now. Yes, I am.
All right. I had to let my audience know that how dedicated you are, that you're taking some of your kids home from rehearsal and you didn't want to miss the interview. So we got the
No.
interview. You're driving, and when you have to
Right.
do certain moves, I have to let you go.
Right. Right. Thank you. Yeah.
So now the boys choir has been around for how many years, Mr. Bluitt?
Let's see, 33 years.
And the girls
And
choir?
and the girls' choirs, let me see, we started them in 2003.
Okay.
So 19,
Well, this next year
20.
you're hitting up on 10 years.
Yeah, a little bit better than 10. I think they're more like
Oh, no,
two,
you said 2003.
yeah, 2003.
Okay, so you're hitting on
23.
20.
Right around 22, 23 years. And so the girls are, of course, the girls, they've had s- several
Move your phone back.
directors.
Okay.
Yeah, they've had several directors, whereas the boys' choirs only had one.
Okay.
And it kind of makes it a little different when you try to put the pieces back together again. And
Right.
but I think where we are now is it's a pretty good place to be because we've had a number of our community partners, even Brown Foreman, have inquired about the questions you're asking. Are the choirs still performing?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we are performing. We just performed last week at the Bick Elementary School for the Bobby Ellis uh, vigil that they had. Y'all may remember the story about the little boy who died of starvation, and
Yes. Yes.
Dare to Care, Mayor Fisher, a lot of the city
Right.
officials came out. Well, and that's the second year they've sung for that, and it was a very nice setting
Mm-hmm.
and a very moving kind of setting because a lot of people knew him and knew his family.
Mm-hmm.
And Bick Elementary, of course, I taught at the school for many years, and
Okay.
did not know him personally, but it was a very time, special time of the year to be there. And I think really the performances we're doing now, the churches are opening their doors, and one of the things we're looking to get more of is more participation from the churches because many of our students
From +150
many,
27544258. UOF positions.
whoa.
Primary care act reminder. Tuesday.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
many of our students were
Getting
formerly
too close again.
okay, is that
There you
better?
go.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, many of our students came from churches in the neighborhoods.
Right. Right.
And we recruit from the public schools, of course, but let me see. I think I'm going to have to make a turn here again. So hold on, everybody. We're just going to make a little quick turn here. There we go. I know. I'm going to have to turn around. I think I've got it now. Hold on. I'm going to turn around right here.
Here, I'm gonna let you turn around, and I'm gonna
Okay.
just take you out for a second.
Okay, that's a good idea.
He's doing his thing. He's dropping
Here
one of
we
the
go.
kids off. You just have to be patient. This is not your normal. This is not the Today Show. This is not
No, it's not the
Ellen.
good thing.
This is in the community. We're
Okay.
working it out.
Is that are you ready to get out?
Because I know you're enjoying this conversation because Mr.
Yes,
Blue.
I'll have to coin this one. I've never had a conversation on a podcast, driving and talking at the same time. And from our time spent here.
Move it back. Move your phone back. There
Okay.
you go. There you go.
Yeah, I'm ready now.
Okay, now
Okay.
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 All
I'm
right.
ready.
So you say that some of your sponsors have been checking in on you, huh?
Yes, I was really, really surprised and really appreciative as well because the kids that are coming, they come in for some of the same reasons as they did in years past. They have a talent. They want to find a platform where they can get the chance to exercise it, develop it, and we try to make and believe that the West Louisville Performing Arts Academy is a place where that development can take place.
So you have a full academy going on.
We're building back. We've got instrumentalists. We've got um, singers, of course, naturally. And hold on just a minute. I think I'm past my street. The concept is an academy concept
Right.
because it'll be a place where students can come if they need tutoring academically, they can get it. If they need someone to assist them with, we call it homework, they can get that. And if they're really looking to develop on their instruments, they can.
You got to move
They'll
your
have.
phone back.
Yeah, they can do. They can get voice lessons. They can get piano lessons. We even have a guitar pilot that we started. Is taking off pretty good. I think the kids that are in there are really glad to be there.
Okay.
And we have a good friends over there with AMP with Dave Christopher. He's a
Oh,
really
yes. Oh, that's
good man.
wonderful that you got that
Yes,
you got that connection. That's wonderful.
yeah,
Because I
Dave.
know that he has a lot of music teachers.
Yes, he does. He's doing an amazing
He's doing
job
a
there.
fabulous job. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I
In
said I
fact,
need to be involved with both of your programs because I
okay.
teach artist development. See, that's what FEMA
Mm-hmm.
was known for.
That's right. That's
You
right.
know, that was that
Develop.
artist development. That's
Uh-huh.
getting your performers ready to perform. It's not teaching them how to perform, it's getting them ready to go on stage so they know what to do when they get out there.
That's right. That's right. Because they're not gonna. You don't get a second chance to get it right when you're out
Oh,
there. When
and
you're
when it's
out there.
showtime, you have to hit it and get it.
That's right. And if you can't deliver, it's it's a big deal, really a big deal, because you don't get a second chance to
Right,
get it right. So
right,
we from the simple things as bowing, how to hold the microphone,
right.
how to
How
stand.
to keep the microphone from your mouth.
Yes, there you go. Right.
How to use the microphone when you want to make it bigger, when you want to make it softer.
That's exactly right.
I
Simple.
know all those tricks of the trade.
Yeah, you've had great teachers though. You sit under the tutelage of people like Harvey Fuqua, and not to mention, I don't know if you got to work with um what's his
I
name?
don't see your face. You know
Okay,
who else he brought to Louisville? His name was Vernon Bullock.
Vernon Bullock. I remember the name. I didn't know him personally, but yeah, Norman Whitfield. That's who I was
Oh,
about to ask you.
yes. Well, I met Norman Whitfield, and no,
Okay,
there's another one.
yeah,
I
very gifted.
went to what's the producer's name? Move the telephone. I'm seeing your shirt and out the window. Thank you.
Okay, am I better? Okay,
Barrett Strong.
very strong. Yes, yes. How did? Well, all the power players were there. The
Yeah.
best of whatever you're looking
Well,
for. They're
see,
right
I
there.
ended up living in Detroit for 6 horrible,
Okay.
wretched
Oh
months.
my.
I went to New York. I mean, to Detroit, and because I had been hired to sing with the Undisputed Truth,
Okay.
Joe Pep.
Joe Phelps, that's right.
Joe Pep.
Not many people remember that crew. Yeah, Joe Phelps. Those were legendary kids. They
Oh
were.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. They
Smiling
finally.
face,
Yeah.
smiling
Smiling
face.
face. Goodbye. We'll see you next time. I'm dropping off my last little lady here.
Okay. Are
She's
you in a
getting up.
neighborhood where you can just sit there for a minute and
Well,
let's
that's what
just?
I'm gonna. Yeah, I think she's the last one. Well, I can get you all after I finish up with talking to
Just give me
Janice.
about 2 or 3 more minutes, and then we're gonna wrap it up.
Sure.
So you don't have to be driving, trying to. You might try to get on the freeway. Don't be getting on the freeway talking to me.
Okay, Janice.
Right? So what I'd like to do is maybe, we can do this again and maybe
Okay.
come to the have an interview at the performing at your academy when you're having a
Oh,
rehearsal.
sure.
And
Okay.
I can talk to some of the kids and see what it has done for them to be a part of the
Okay.
program.
Hey, good. That'll be great.
Because it's really important because I know what was available to me coming up.
Uh-huh.
We had a lot of dancing.
Right.
Jewel
Right.
McNary and Mary Louise King was my tap teacher at Baxter.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
And then I was in Lanita Rockette for about 10 years with Anita Moore.
Oh, Neil. I call
Neil.
her. Yes,
She
yes.
was always Anita Moore to me because that's before she got married.
Before she got married. Okay.
She had she had a lot to do, I guess I'd say, with who I am.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Right.
because she was like that peer, that adult that the kids thought was hip, but we wanted her to like us.
Uh,
I was more afraid of her than I was my mother. You know, she used
oh,
to tell us things like, you know, I saw you all standing on the bus stop smoking cigarettes. I said, no, Miss Lord, it wasn't. She said, yes, and I'm gonna tell your mother. I said, oh Lord have mercy, it wasn't me. So you
it
be
wasn't
afraid to
you.
do anything.
Yeah,
She,
you'd be afraid.
yeah, too afraid to skip class, to
Oh
be, if
no.
you thought you wanted to smoke a cigarette.
Oh
You
Lord.
were not out in public. So I
No.
didn't do any of that.
Mm-mm.
I said I
No.
cut class one day, Mr. Bluitt, and the girls were in the bathroom. I said, this is a funky place to be, cutting class. I
Oh,
said, this won't happen anymore. I'd rather go to class than this, standing in somebody's
yeah.
bathroom. Give me a break.
Yeah. You know,
Cutting school.
we held those community persons in high esteem, and I guess we
Yeah.
esteemed them so that we didn't want to disappoint them.
No,
And
no,
and
not at
Lord
all.
knows, don't tell Mama Daddy about it.
Oh, please. Well, her brother was the same, Sammy,
Sammy.
Mr.
Yeah.
Moore.
Oh my, yes.
You know, those
Yeah.
kind of people that, you know,
Yeah.
that's the village that kept you straight.
Uh-huh. That's right.
You know, and I'm
Yeah.
so glad that what you're doing is we still got that village aspect going with you.
Yes, that's
And I
what
thank you
that.
so much. I thank
Oh
you.
well, thank you very much for having me on today. And I don't have 3 to 5 years of strong community outreach like you have with your podcast, but I've got about 11 months, and I'm going to find a way to get you to come and be a part of our discussion and sharing with Louisville and the.
Whenever you want. Whenever
Oh,
you want.
I will.
You
We'll
know,
look at your
whenever you
schedule
want.
and
Because I've got something to share with them.
yes, you do. My goodness, not many people can go back to the days of Harvey Fuqua
No.
and and, uh, and not
Look,
to.
let me tell you, the other night I saw they had an interview, the gentleman that helped bring the Emmett Till story to
Oh
life.
my!
His name is
Wow.
Keith Beauchamp. You heard that
Both
name Beauchamp before?
heard the name before. Yes, I have.
Okay.
Yeah,
Squeaky.
Squeaky. Wow,
That was Squeaky's name. His name
that's what.
was George Beauchamp. And I looked at
Uh,
this young man on the TV and I said, there's
look at
no
that.
way you can't tell me he's not related to Squeaky,
He's
especially
kidding
with the name.
with a name like that. Yes, right. That's
Yes.
right.
So, but Squeaky was a part of the Moon Glows at one time, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. My goodness, you go back to the moon. Well, my goodness, girl, you covered a lot of territory.
Well, Squeaky was around us when Harvey created the New Birth.
The new birth. Okay,
Squeaky was around us. Bobby Lester.
Bobby Lester. Yeah.
Okay.
James, what's the tall brother? James. Oh, he used to practice in his basement over there in Newburgh. His dad was.
You know what? Somebody I met a young lady. Who was I talking to? Oh, wait a minute. I was talking to somebody and she said that her father had been in the Moon Glows and his name was James.
That's him then.
I
I'm
can't
trying
think.
to remember his last name, but he was very. And this was before the technology era became so widely received.
Oh, I know whose father it was. It was Yvette Gentry's father.
Yvette Gentry. That's it. My goodness, girl.
Yes.
Yes. Look at that. You you've opened up the doorway
Wow.
for another
So
era right there.
yeah, she and I were talking and because when I said something about the New Birth and Harvey Fuqua, and I said Harvey Fuqua, and she jumped right in. She said, "Well, my father used to sing with the Moon
Yep.
Glows." And
Oh
when you
my
said
God.
James, that's what she said. Her father's.
Uh-huh.
Wow. You know,
Um,
when you have conversations, just a little
yes.
bit of anything and everything might come up. You just never know who
You never
knows
know.
who or
That's
what,
right.
and it
Well, that
just
was
makes for such a fullness
that's right.
of
Exactly.
connecting with people,
And, there's a richness that we know it, and we lived through it, many
Yeah,
of us, and
yeah,
we were associated with it. We could touch it, but this new generation can't do that. They weren't there, first of all,
right.
and then when you only a few of them know enough about it to really cherish the memory of it. So,
They
and I,
they have to orchestrate what it is that's going on with them in the same
yeah,
way that we've done our past and
that
our
that's
history,
right. That's right.
to us it looks like it's going to be a whole lot different from ours,
Yeah,
but it's still
that's
going
true.
to have the same kind of essence.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. The discipline will come if you want the product. You will provide the discipline that makes it work,
Yeah, yeah,
and the
definitely.
passion of what you say you love and you enjoy doing. It'll only be you can just capitalize the more on it because all that works as a package that's of what we had all around us in the 60s and 70s.
Right,
Some
right,
special, very special times.
right.
And
Absolutely.
and I was about to ask you a question. We're doing something. I wanted to tell you a little bit about our annual Hope Awards dinner concert.
Okay.
Um, the attendance was pretty good. We had a little better than 225 people, which was pretty good for the coming back after 2019.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're looking at doing something a little bit different. We're creating community pods. I don't know if you're familiar with that terminology, but
Not really.
rather than have everybody come to one single location for rehearsals, they'll
Okay,
have these rehearsals.
move
Those
back a little bit.
okay,
Okay.
okay. You would have the rehearsals going on at different places throughout the week, doing some of the same material,
Okay.
but it would be in the community centers where boys and girls clubs are. Hopefully, I
Okay.
haven't got a go ahead on them, but the key is we can entertain more kids, and we don't have to transport as many kids to do the,
Okay.
s- the same job. And I think it's going to take off. We seem to be getting a great amount of support from the community, the parents, and those who have vehicles and who don't mind making the trip. Um, St. Paul Baptist Church is just one of those locations, and so by the time we meet again, I'm certainly hopeful that I can also share with you
Okay.
our
So St. Paul, is that the church that's in Shively that did the
that
mixed congregation?
yes, 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 that's the one, and I think they are kind of rebounding back from COVID as well.
Mm-hmm.
They are um, it's like the product of two different congregations coming together,
Right.
and but
Right.
they're making it work there. And Derek Hayes, the pastor of the church, seems to be very open to being a church and yet being a part of a community that wants to be
Mhm.
a part of the church. It's kind of a
Okay.
hard twist, but he's
Yeah.
a I,
When
I
he
was.
first came to the city, I interviewed him on the show.
Oh, you did? Okay,
Yeah.
well, you know who he
Yeah.
is. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, good
Yeah.
man, good man.
Well, Mr. Blewett, I'm gonna call you later in the week and we're gonna set us up. We have to meet face to face because we
I
got a
think.
whole lot to talk about.
Oh, yes, we do. Yes, we do.
But I
I
want to
will.
thank you for being my guest tonight. And I'm gonna send you the link where you can go and see this.
Okay,
Um, but I'm going to do some editing so I can take out some parts where
sure.
I lost you. So we can
Okay,
just have a clear run of it. Okay. But you be
sounds good.
careful, get home
Okay, now.
safely, and I'll speak to you soon. It's
Thank you
dinner
very
time.
much.
Bon appetit. Go have you some dinner.
Amen. God bless.
Take care of yourself.
You too
All
now.
right. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Wow. What a conversation. Wow, that's commitment. I mean, he's riding, talking to me, and dropping kids off. Got to do what you got to do. But it's wonderful that we have people that are still willing to put in the work with our kids, because they need somebody to know that there's somebody that cares about them and that's helping them do the things that they want to do. You know, those things are very important to our youth. That's what keeps them out of trouble. That's what helps them make good grades in school. That's what motivates them to become good citizens. I don't know. A lot of people don't even know what the word citizen means, but we need to pay attention and give our youth what they need. On that note, it is dinner time. Now, next Monday, I have a special guest. I'm bringing Mr. Ben Johnson on from Dine and Dash. We're going to finally do a combination of this dinner situation and food and conversation. We're going to talk about his show that he's going to be rebooting the first of the year. That'll be Monday. But this show, tonight's show with Mr. Bluitt, will re-air on Friday, 7 p.m. same time. So everybody's out shopping. Oh, this is Crazy Monday, Cyber Monday. Shop, shop, shop. You might feel a little safer shopping at home than going out. But don't forget that Melanair Marketplace is at the St. Matthew's Mall, all during the Christmas holidays. So go buy black at the St. Matthew's Mall with the Melanair Marketplace with Miss Nashan Tribute. There, all those vendors are out there that make candles, that have jewelry, that are selling there. These are black vendors. So with the Melanair Marketplace, they're out at the St. Matthew's Mall during the Christmas holidays. Be safe. Take care. God bless you. And I'll see you next week. Ciao. All right. Hello, Louisville. Guess